I've said this before, but a long time ago. I was Muhammad's father, his physical father.
Mm-hmm.
He was a strong man, young kid. Not like super strong, but he was strong, healthy, stout. The original ones, made his body. They made sure that he'd have the best of everything, because they were going to use him as his primary control people.
Mm-hmm.
JC, he thought he was told it was going to be all about him, but that was never going to happen. The original first being halves, all they ever did to me when we were talking, 99.98% of everything they ever said was a lie.
Yeah.
Every single, it was so disheartening when I realized who I was talking to and that all I got was lies.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't remember that from being out of body. That came later. But anyway, he was 27% lower frequencies, Feynman, mostly human, but very strong Fey. As he was growing up, he wouldn't hesitate to kick, punch, throw a rock, or hit someone with a stick.
Mm.
He was aggressive. He didn't try to hurt everyone he'd meet, but he was a very controlling little asshole. Something happened. I could Google and find out, but why should I? Because anyone that's trying to be honest and true and, see things for themselves, you don't want any background information. You want to go in fresh.
Mm.
But anyway, I was taken away from being around him because I was definitely I would not be a good influence for him growing up. He was taken away from me physically when I was younger, and it had to do with I don't think it's the right word, but the clergy.
Mm-hmm.
Back then.
Mm-hmm.
He found a place where he thought he could excel above all others in the religious field. And original first being female, the male helped through the field because he was a field back then, but original first being female, she'd really pump him up and do things for him, make it look like he had these abilities. But she'd pump him up so he could do a lot of things himself and see the things she'd tell him.
Mm-hmm.
They were grooming him. But the next thing I knew, I was out of body, and I was just looking at it. So I don't know if you look back at his father's history, something happened. I was taken away from him very early in his life, so I didn't interfere with what was going on. And then next thing you know, I was out of body, so whatever. He was an early teenager, 12, 13. Excuse me. I was somehow completely removed from accessing him. Anyway, also, they had something about taking the insult of taking your shoe off and hitting them with the bottom of your shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a twofold thing. Number one, they were leather, so they would, give a good smack.
Mm.
But the hidden meaning behind it is you're not worth the dirt that these shoes walk on.
Yeah.
So I don't look stuff up. That's just what is. So it's an insulting good smack. That's why there's so much abuse in that religion. He went crazy with it.
Mm.
You will do what I tell you. You will do what I want you to do.
Yeah.
first, it was you will do what I want you to do, and then number two, my word is law. And then disobey and you're killed or stabbed or whatever. I mean, he started flowing into that. No, anyone that doesn't follow me is wrong and doesn't deserve to live. I mean, he went sick.
Mm-hmm.
He was 27% lower frequencies, but he had like no heart energy.
Wow.
And he was made like that. He had a dysfunctional heart itself, and it was small. So the heart energy couldn't go through it too much. And the spirit they chose to put in there didn't have much heart to do it anyway. So that's that.